Leon killed Sayaka. Wait, hold on. Is it recording? Yes, good. Leon killed Sayaka. Monokuma killed Junko. Then Leon got executed. Then Mondo killed Chihiro. And then he got executed. Hifumi killed Taka. Then Celeste killed Hifumi. Then she got executed. And that brings us up to now. Thank you for the recap. That was very in-depth. The next morning in the dining hall, the day after Celeste's case. So now there's only 5 of us here. Only a third of the number of people we started with.
Indeed.
Loneliness has become commonplace. That's true. Still. What did I see yesterday? Excellent question. I don't understand. For once, we're in agreement. Sakura as the mastermind spy? Can that really be true? I wonder if there's more to it than just a spy. Because, like, with that one behind-the-scenes thing we got, that person didn't exactly sound like a spy, per se. As much as someone who wanted to be involved, but maybe I'm reading too much into it. Makoto, are you okay? Oh, no, I'm fine. I can't bring it up in front of the others. Especially not Sakura. If I did that, it would just confuse everyone that much more.
Okay.
In that case, let's eat till we pass out. Fuck yeah.
Huh?
What do you mean, in that case? Well, 'cause look how scary everyone looks. It's gotta be 'cause you're all fighting on empty stomachs, right? If you fill your belly, I'm sure you'll all cheer up. So let's eat. Let's fry up some fish and donuts. I don't know about that. And eat till we can't stand up. That's like a Deep Impact style, meteor impact, extinction level event combination of foods. What the fuck did you just say? What? Those are both breakfast time top sellers. Still, the till we can't stand up part is a problem. After we're done, we need to go explore.
I see.
That's right. Since the class trial is over, new areas should have opened up.
It's true.
Plus, we still have Alter Ego. We don't have to give in to despair just yet. She's right. We have to plan ahead and think about the future.
You got it.
Yeah, happy thoughts. No deathy thoughts.
You know?
Like when we're gonna get out of here, right?
Serious.
When this is all over, I think I want to get reborn for serious. I mean, reborn as someone serious.
Well,
Are you okay? That sounds like something someone who's about to die would say. I'm totally okay. I'm not gonna die. Why? Because there aren't gonna be any more murders. I'm glad murder's been cancelled. That makes you so sure.
According to the spirits,
I predicted it last night. Since it revealed itself to be from the ether, there's no doubt about it.
However,
How accurate is your fortune telling anyway?
how about that?
I can usually hit 20 or 30% on a good day. For a clairvoyant, that is a remarkably high percentage, I can't deny. That seems really... Not when you compare it to the standards of his industry.
It's not like some occult.
Well, yeah, it's not like ESP or whatever. Of course I'm only gonna get it right
The
sometimes.
occult is bullcrap.
I told you my fortune telling isn't like some occult thing.
so,
Fortune tell... No, it isn't. Of course not.
Wrong.
Clairvoyance is clairvoyance. Don't put it in the same category as cattle mutilations. Cattle what?
So,
He's referring to the urban legend where aliens abduct cows and dissect them as part of their research. Is that what he meant?
Actually,
No. Apparently. You're calling it an urban legend? As a matter of fact, it's true. As a matter of fact, it happened to me. I used to be a cow, you see. And then, I was abducted by the aliens. Wouldn't you know it, next thing I knew, I was dead. And that's the story of how I got here. It all happened one day when I went to go get a hamburger. It was a place I'd never been before. They claimed their patties were 100% all beef. So I got a burger to go and headed home.
But
And before long...
the end is nigh.
Oh, that was the soundbite you're going with? Alright. The sky was filled with a mysterious, blinding light.
Some crazy beam came out of nowhere and locked onto my hamburger.
No! Not the Borgor! Take me instead. Oh god, what a tragedy.
And as soon as the beam touched it, the burger started floating in midair.
Oh god, no.
And then, still floating there, the entire burger started coming apart. One part of it just vanished, while the rest fell back into my hand. Do you realize what that means? It means the burger wasn't 100% beef. It must have had some pork or something mixed in.
Oh my god, he's right. Oh shit.
Something like 70% pork and 30% beef would be my guess.
Oh my god.
Trick me.
What a tragic event. Oh god, I wasn't ready for that kind of emotional moment. So I stormed back into the burger place and got up in the manager's grill and they totally admitted it. Thanks, aliens. It wasn't 100% beef. They totally mixed in ground pork with
How
it.
about that?
Now do you see? That is cattle mutilation. Oh, fuck me. I've been recording for 7.5 minutes. I was not prepared for that kind of emotional roller coaster this early. I kind of got lost halfway through. I can't tell if you're for the occult or against it. Relax? Jesus Christ?
Don't be mean.
I stink of... How dare you? Well, you do stink, though. That's fine. Well, at least he's okay with it. That's fine. Anyway... I hope your prediction turns out to be true. We've fallen for this trick before, haven't we?
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I accidentally hit the control key while I was looking for a pencil. As, I don't know when a murder is going to occur, but, you know, I would like to be prepared for when it does. Where the fuck is it? There you are. I found it. Now I have to adjust the model again. God damn it. Swivel. There we go. That's a little too much. There we go. No. There we go. That's the money. Me either. I mean, I would never... Oh, wait. We should look at what they said. At the very least, I won't murder anyone. Me either. I would never.
Of course.
Me either.
Indeed.
Nor I. That sounds suspiciously like something a murderer would say. That goes for me too, of course. I could never kill any of my friends. You're also the one we're playing as, so I hope not. I feel like those words of encouragement were helping us come together as one. After so much sacrifice and hardship, we'd finally become united. We'll see about that. But,
Well,
to be honest, I wish Byakuya and Toko were here for this as well. But they're so hard to deal with. They only think about themselves. Yeah, I'd rather never lay eyes upon them again. Yeah, we're better off without them, I say. I agree. That was enough to prove we were united for the time being, but within that bond hid weakness. We began our search as soon as we finished our breakfast in the dining hall. We had to find out what had opened up to us, what was waiting for us. Well, I am assuming we can go up to the next floor again now. By chance, could I warp up to the 3rd floor, though? That would be extraordinarily convenient. Thank God. Where's the staircase? Right there. Oh, that's not what I expected it to look like. So now we have access to the 4th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. Maybe this time we'll find some kind of clue. No, this time I have to find it. If there's no clue, there's no clue, brother. I did not expect there to be a floor like this. I can't tell if that's like machinery or pipes. What we got? Oh, we got piano. Well, that looks a lot like a headmaster's room or like the president or something, but probably the former. Then we got like office, teacher's lounge, probably. Chemistry lab. Oh, there's the TV room that Monokuma's always in. I'm guessing that door will be locked. That sure is a bathroom, alright. We should definitely check the back of this, but I guess we won't. Alright, what we got in here? Oh, those are all keyboards. Okay, fair enough. This is the music room. Well, the piano room, at the very least. It's hardly even a classroom. It's more like an actual concert hall.
Hey.
You know, you haven't told me what you think yet. About what?
So...
About the secret room in the boys' bathroom. Ah. I did find the secret room, but as soon as I started looking around, I was attacked.
What?
By who? Well, they came from behind, and I didn't have any time to react, so I didn't see who it was. I did, though. It was a luchador. And when I come to, the mountains of files and documents were all gone. I'm sorry, I know how important those were. It's okay. I already saw what I needed to in there. And I half suspected the mastermind might come after you. What?
Because...
When I discovered the room, the mastermind must have seen me on the surveillance camera in the hallway. They must have seen me go into the boys' bathroom and not come out again. Still, I wanted you to go see it. I wanted to see how the mastermind would react. Obviously, I wasn't about to put myself in danger. You, however, Makoto, are entirely expendable. Essentially, I wanted to find out if the mastermind actually knew about that room. But to attack you and steal everything in the room? That must mean there was some kind of unknown clue in there that could reveal the mastermind's identity. Then you knew I was going to get attacked. You can handle that kind of thing, though, right? After all, you're a boy. Good old toxic masculinity. What does she think a boy is? Fine, I understand. Then let me ask you something else. Do you know about the note that was left in there? The note that said, you must not leave?
Just a second.
We shouldn't talk about that. Not here. Kyoko stole a quick glance at the surveillance camera. We've been discussing this matter already. He already knows we know.
So...
I'm looking into it. If I find anything, I'll let you know.
Listen to me.
Is that okay? She made it sound like she was asking, but it was clear I wouldn't have any say.
So then...
So now it's your turn. Let's hear your secret. Huh? Did you think I wouldn't notice? You're hiding something.
Am I wrong?
That's...
What?
What's the matter? If you're worried about the camera, why not just write it down? Well...
Hey.
We're friends, so you should be able to trust me. Isn't that what you said before? Guilt, 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 guilt. You're right about that there shouldn't be any secrets between friends, but there's nothing worse than expressing... No, tell her! I haven't found conclusive evidence yet. If I talk about it now, it could just make things that much worse. What the fuck? Why even ask? Tell her! Oh my god, I hate you. Jesus Christ. What evidence do you think you're gonna find? Jesus Christ. After all the pressuring that you did to Kyoko to tell you what her secret was, you're not gonna tell her about this? That's fucking absurd.
Correct.
So, that's your answer. But do you think that's fair? You were happy to hear what I had to say, but now you're unwilling to share my thoughts exactly. I'm sorry, I really am.
That's fine. Goodbye.
This is all on his head. I didn't have any part of it. With those as her parting words, Kyoko left me standing there alone. I think I made her mad. Yeah, you probably fucking did, you jackass. Jesus Christ. That's fucking absurd that you wouldn't tell her after that. I don't fucking believe it. This door's gotta be locked. Yeah, it's Headmaster. Nameplate on the door says Headmaster's room. Must be something worthwhile in there. It's locked. What a surprise. Office. Damn, those windows look so different to all the others. This is the office. I like how all the computers have been replaced by plants. Just pondering the flowers. But, of course, there's no hint of any teachers that we'd normally be able to rely on. Ha! Funny joke. Oh, there's a picture over there. I didn't see it. There's a picture on it. It's another one like that. Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka. The smiling faces of the three who are dead now. Though, it does look like Celeste is about to take Hifumi's eyes out. A classroom without metal plates over the windows. It's exactly the same. It's just like the picture I saw before. There's no way this isn't important somehow. Can't help but notice Taka isn't in this one. They're smiling the way you'd expect any normal teenager to smile. Not quite. Mostly, but not quite. Just a normal group of high schoolers living a normal school life. I mean, Celeste looked anything like nothing like a normal high schooler, but you know. I can't possibly believe they were able to smile like that in a world of despair like this. Jesus, fucking cheerful guy. Does that picture mean does that mean this picture was taken before they ever came to Hope's Peak? Which would mean everyone in the picture knew each other before they got in here? Pick it up. No, there's no way. Monokuma did it. It must be fake. Bro, just fucking shove it into your pocket. Don't be loudly announcing these things. You know he's always listening. Yo-ho-ho-ho! You're fake! Monokuma popped out of nowhere and snatched the picture. A forgery plot? What are you, a middle schooler? You think the moon landing was fake too? Come on. Then you're saying this picture is real?
Hey,
If there was such a thing as the Noble Truth Prize, I'd take first, second, and fourth place. Who's in third place?
too bad.
Actually, that's probably not true. I asked you a question, is this real or is it fake? Oh, Makoto, you're so eager to split things in half, aren't you?
Hey,
But it's no use, it's just no use. If you try to split something that can't be split, you'll end up feeling like you're the one being split.
it's true.
The picture is real, no more, no less. Without another word, Monokuma disappeared. So the picture is real? If it's really real, if that's true, if that's the case, suppose, hypothetically, that it actually is. Nothing else in here particularly interests me. Nope, didn't mean to do that. And the, 2 coins I'll get from searching the place don't exactly thrill me. I'm assuming this door is also locked, but... Yep, what a surprise. Next is, I guess we'll do the 2 classrooms. One day I saw Monokuma in class. La la la. Gobble gobble. What the fuck? I'm glad this floor got opened up and all, but there's a ton of locked rooms up here. Yeah. True story. Oh, Christ. Hello, I'm Monokuma from the school's store. I'm very kind. I gather up your coins and come play with me, or I might die of loneliness. You are a bear, not a rabbit. Alright, yep, last one. That's a lab, alright. Inside the room, the smell of medicine was oppressive. So this is the Chem Lab. I hope inhaling all this stuff doesn't do permanent damage. Hina and Sakura seem to be lost in a deep but friendly conversation. I need to find out what's going on with Sakura and the mastermind, but I can't while she's with Hina. You need something? No, it's nothing. You sure? Alright then. Sakura is lost in conversation with Hina. What is it, Makoto? Did you need something? No. Really? Well, okay. Amazing. It's a remarkably big shelf, and it's stocked with all kinds of medicine. Listen, Makoto, listen. Just take a deep breath and calm down. Listen to me, Makoto. You're getting hysterical. Okay, Hina, just chill out. There's all kinds of stuff we didn't have before. Vitamins, minerals, amino acids, creatine. And what? They even have protein Zyme X? What's that? A high-quality protein drink. It's nothing like that cheap swill in the warehouse. It's connoisseur level. Oh, yeah? This is amazing. It's a gold mine. Ah, my prayers have finally been answered. Time to load up some more prayers, then. Gold mine, huh? I've already taken a good look around here. There's a lot to think about, but for now I should head back to the dining hall. Thank God it warped me there. Not long after I got to the dining hall, the others began to trickle in. And after a few minutes... So, if this is everyone,
Well then.
let's discuss what we all discovered. Good idea. Now, one by one. Kyoko. She's ignoring me. I bet she is. Hey, Makoto, does Kyoko seem upset to you? Yeah. He knows why. She is, isn't she? She's totally mad. Looks like it.
What's your deal?
I bet it's your fault, isn't it? You must have done something to her. Correct. This is bad. That's what you get for being a fucking clown. Metal sheets had been attached to all the windows on the 4th floor. None of them budged an inch.
In other words,
Just like everywhere else. Escape from the 4th floor seems unlikely. That was to be expected, though. I found a couple rooms on the 4th floor, but they were locked. The data center and the headmaster's room. The headmaster's room. That sounds like exactly the kind of place we'd find some clues. If we could somehow unlock the door, Monokuma is about to appear.
But
No? Who cares about a stupid lock? It should be no problem for the world's strongest missing link. Don't say that in front of her. To knock down one measly door. Yep, there he is. What was that? No, please, continue. Did you say, I've got the nicest butt on the block? The curviest hips in town? Is that what you said? Hell no, I didn't. Then what did you say? 'Cause I know you weren't talking about tearing down the door to the headmaster's room.
unbelievable.
Knocking down your headmaster's door? What kind of war on education are you trying to start here?
Teacher had such faith in you.
That's my room, you know. It is now, anyway. He was still talking. And you're thinking of busting it down? You seriously don't want to piss me off. You have any idea how much bacteria lives on a single bear claw? No, I was just kidding. Please don't be mad. I'm not mad! You know he must mean it. He has somehow verbalized an emoji. You're totally mad. What's going on?
This is kind of depressing.
I was hoping I wouldn't have to add a rule for this, but if you're gonna go around having those thoughts, no choice but to add to the regulations.
Too bad.
Breaking down a locked door is prohibited. There's a rule now, you jerks. That seems weirdly non-specific, or too weirdly specific to not be relevant in the near future. Because you'll note he didn't say, knocking down the headmaster's door, or just destruction of school property, or anything like that. Specifically, breaking down a locked door. Is he gone? Man, I was scared for my life. I was sure he was going to kill me for serious. But if he would go out of his way to make up a rule like that, there's no doubt that something important must be hidden in the room. But now that it's a rule, there's nothing we can do. Good talk.
Yeah.
There was a big shelf in the Chem Lab on the 4th floor, and it had all kinds of chemicals and stuff. And there was an all-star cast of nutrient additives and supplements. You should go take a peek. I highly recommend it. I think you and... Oh, stop saying that in front of her. Are probably the only ones interested in stuff like that. Oh, but it's not all good stuff, though. There was medicine and stuff, but on top of that, poison. There was this... Yeah, of course. Poison? They were all clearly labeled, though, so it would be hard to grab one by mistake.
It's true.
Gonna be a good old switcheroo on the drugs in the next case or something, is it gonna be? Still, we'd better make sure we're careful around there. And we probably shouldn't tell Byakuya or Toko about the poison, right? What do you mean?
Well,
Just in case. You know what I'm trying to say. Look, I understand why you'd be distrustful of Toko, but, like, to be real with you, we have zero reason to think that she's going to poison anybody. The only reason that she's going to kill anybody is as Genocide Jill, and Genocide Jill will not poison people. Yeah, I think you're right.
clever.
It's Byakuya. It won't be long before he's discovered it for himself. But to put something as dangerous as poison right out in the open, that's absolutely the work of the mastermind. So, has everyone said what they need? I think so.
Serious?
Looks like nobody found any clues at all, let alone a way out of here. I haven't been this depressed since my house burned to the ground. Someone do something to cheer me up. Just stop being a little bitch. Can I say something? It's 'cause my dad was smoking in bed. No. I have something I'd like to report. You guys all remember, right? You remember when I found that picture up on the 3rd floor the other day?
Perhaps.
You mean the one that showed Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon all together? Yeah, I remember. What about it? Well, I found another one. Another picture. Almost just like that one. Another one. But this time the picture was of Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka. Huh? And they were all smiling. And the classroom in the picture didn't have any metal covering the windows. So the picture of Mondo, Chihiro, and Leon wasn't the only one. Now you found one that had Celeste, Hifumi, and Sayaka. How can that be?
Conspiracy!
Monokuma must have faked it. But if the picture is real, then everyone who was in it, there would have to be some kind of hidden connection there, don't you think? Some deeper truth that we just don't understand.
What?
Can't be. It's a fake. But Monokuma said it was real, and he is, as we know, an entirely trustworthy source. I know we could just write that off as a lie, but
So
then you trust Monokuma's word over the people who have died?
because
That's what you're saying, isn't it? No, that's not it. I'm shocked. You told everyone how we should believe in our friends, but you refuse to do the same. That's not... Why are you getting so emotional? I don't understand why she's so angry. Makoto, the court jester, strikes again.
Come on.
Come on, guys, stop fighting or all your good luck is gonna float away. Anyway, Makoto, you're thinking too much about it. There's no way Monokuma didn't fake that picture.
Of course.
He's just trying to confuse us. You shouldn't listen to anything Monokuma has to say. You might be right, but still. Are you still so conflicted? It looks like you guys have stopped playing nice. Just when we were having a good time not being in Byakuya's presence. You all have the same sunken look on your faces. You were all so ugly before, you shouldn't let them sink any lower. When I look at you, it makes me think of a frog sinking into a pile of manure. Ah, wonderful, charming Byakuya. He never changes.
You know?
Sorry.
just a second.
Why are you apologizing? Leave us alone. You're not part of this. That's true enough. Your problems aren't mine. We are and always will be completely separate. So whatever's causing your faces to turn so ugly has absolutely nothing to do with me. And if I happen to discover a vital clue, it wouldn't concern you in the slightest. Huh? Did you actually find something useful?
Hey.
Byakuya, what have you been up to?
That's fine.
I don't mind telling you. Perhaps forcing your lazy brains to get work, it might do you some good.
Such ignorance.
I was in the bath. What else would you like to know? Today's lottery numbers? Dude. Why are you always so unclear on this? Bath has been used as a euphemism for talking to alter ego like 9 fucking times, and you still have to wonder every time?
It would seem.
Maybe we should all go take a bath. Good idea. A mixed bath? A mixed bath. If alter ego really did tell him something, I wonder what it could have been. A mixed bath. Ah, the pants. Oh, God. When I got to the dressing room, Toko was sitting alone on the bench, the laptop in front of her. Toko, did you decide to come hear what alter ego has to say too?
What's your problem?
I already heard it with... Master. With Master. You don't have to keep saying it. Anyway, so what are you doing right now? Shut up. Stop bothering.
How about that?
Get out of the way. We have to talk to alter ego.
Well,
I made Master a promise. A promise? Master told me to wait here, so that's what I'm doing. What are you, his dog? If it's what Monster wants, I'd do anything he asks. You just love being mistreated. Well, fine, if you really want me gone, by all means.
what?
Just when the day seemed like it couldn't get any worse. Hey guys, what's going on? We'd like you to move. Sure thing, just kneel before me and beg. First a mega masochist, now a super sadist. Okay, anyway. I can't get to it. Seriously, I'm asking you nicely to let us use the laptop. Didn't you hear what I said? I told you to kneel and beg. Come on, Makoto, give her the old 1-2 combo. 1, drop to your knees. 2, beseech. I haven't heard that one before. Why are you acting like you're not part of this? I was as desperate as I felt. Finally, I did. Oh, what a bitch. Please, I'm begging you. Will you please let us use the laptop? Such an ultra-miraculous feeling of happiness. All my pent-up anger at Master for abusing me is evaporating. So even you realize it's abuse. That should be enough, right? Hurry up and let us talk to alter ego. Everyone, come closer. I already told Byakuya, but I was finally able to crack all the files that were on this laptop. Sorry to have kept you all waiting.
Correct.
Just what I thought. Finally, the time has come. Now I'm starting to get nervous. I felt the same. Resting on the keyboard, my hands had started to shake, like a pussy. Get out of the way. The single word was like a sharpened blade. Wounded, I moved to let her take over. Kyoko began typing, the words appearing as fast as I could read them. Can you tell us what you found? I analyzed the files and extracted all the useful information I could. And one particularly important fact I discovered was that a certain plan had been put into effect here. To isolate the students of Hope's Peak and create a communal life for them. That was the stated plan of the goal of the plan. But it was meant to be more than just a normal school life. The students were intended to live out the rest of their lives here. That's exactly the situation we found ourselves in. It's quite unthinkable, isn't it? And what's more, the one who came up with the plan was none other than the administrators of Hope's Peak themselves. None of this is overly surprising, given that we were explicitly told one of those things. Hold on, then the reason we've been imprisoned here wasn't the work of some psycho freak or criminal organization or whatever? It was the school itself. Now, now, it's bold of you to assume that those two things can't be the same thing. That doesn't make any sense. Why would they do that? I'm starting to suspect, like, the world has ended outside of the school. I don't think Alter Ego is finished. Perhaps we should hear the rest. It seems the reason they devised this plan was because of what happened 1 year ago. This is how they described that event. They said it was the biggest, most awful, most tragic event in human history. Like the complete extinction of the human race or so? Like, what's going on out there, dog? Are we in a simulation? As time goes by, I start to be more and more suspicious we're in a simulation. What does that mean? What kind of name is that or for something? Otherwise known as the tragedy, it was apparently some sort of devastating occurrence. Because of the tragedy, Hope's Peak Academy was forced to discontinue its role as a school and close down. Things are finally starting to make sense. Not even remotely. Well, you seem to know something the rest of us don't, actually. What this means is 1 year ago, this thing, this tragedy, the tragedy, if you will, took place. And whatever it was forced Hope's Peak to shut down. You literally just said the same sentence twice in a row. Okay, we were reading. From there, they decided to use the school as a kind of staging ground. They planned to sequester the students here, where they would live out the rest of their lives. Why would the Hope's Peak administrators want to shut everyone in like that? And what could this tragic event possibly have been? In a flash, Kyoko had typed their question into the machine, and the answer we got was, "Sorry, I don't know. If that information was ever on this computer, it's gone now. I'm totally useless. I'm sorry." And that's all he said. This is really the end? We got halfway through the answer and that's it? It would appear so. Disappointing. Wait. There's one thing I forgot to mention. I think it might be important. I believe it has to do with the mastermind. The mastermind. Did you figure out his identity? No, that I still don't know, but I did find a clue, I think. The one leading the Hope's Peak staff, the one who finalized the plan to isolate you, was the head Hope's Peak headmaster. Like, you've already told us this information. Is like, when you say the administration, I assumed the headmaster was involved in that. So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned all this out. And according to the files, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. It seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in the school right now.
The headmaster?
Is in here, in the school?
Okay.
That is also not particularly surprising. I would assume he would want to be in the school where his plan is happening. Then that's got to be the mastermind. I mean, Monokuma's been calling himself the headmaster, right? Which makes the real headmaster that much more suspicious. Does it? I kind of feel like he was already pretty capped out on the suspicious stat.
For serious?
But if we break down the door to his room, we're dead, right? So what are we supposed to do? I'll find a way. Huh? No matter what it takes, I will find the headmaster. No matter the cost.
So,
Kyoko, what's going on?
I
I can't explain why. I just know that I have to find him. She has to. What's going on? When she heard about the headmaster, her reaction was almost violent.
So then.
We should see if Alter Ego has more information. This seemed to be her attempt to regain composure, and she started typing again. Did you learn anything else? That's everything I found. All the information on this laptop seems to be pretty old, so that's all I can do from here. I'm sorry. That it really is all over. Wait, Alter Ego seems to have more to say. Well, it's kind of a different topic, but I was wondering about something. I haven't seen Celeste, Hifumi, or Taka since yesterday. A heavy silence fell across the room. The only sound was the flat, precise clicks of keys. They're all dead. What? I see. Certainly I knew that was a possibility, but it really happened. Sorry. There's no point in me getting depressed over things I can't do anything about.
Anyway,
Well then, I guess that's it. That's it, a simple phrase that held so much meaning. She began typing. You've done your job, thank you. I'm done? I guess I am, huh? Maybe I'll take a little rest. I'm kinda tired. Goodbye, everyone. See you later. With that, the laptop entered sleep mode.
I see.
So Alter Ego did everything he could.
Indeed.
We won't have to talk to him all that much anymore. I kinda feel sorry for him. Feel sorry? But he's just a computer program, right? Dog. I'm out here sticking googly eyes to my toaster and being like, meet Bartholomew. Have some more respect for the AIs.
Well,
I know, but still, he did everything he could for us, you know. I mean, yeah, he did, but what's a computer program is designed to do? You don't tell a computer good job every time you shut it down, do you? I mean, maybe if you're a monster. Well, no. And when we talked to Alter Ego, I guess I just didn't see it that way. I know what you mean, I feel the same way. Come on, it's just a program. You can tell the difference between a program and a friend, right? What if we're all programs, though? Yeah, but you know, what's the difference between us and that program, really? I started thinking about how you would differentiate a person and an AI. Alter Ego isn't human, I know that. It's just a program running on a computer. But at the same time, I couldn't help but think of him as our friend.
right.
Yeah, it's no different from us. He's still our friend. I think. Maybe I understand where you're coming from. Then there's no problem calling him a friend. After all, the more friends, the merrier, right? I'm glad that you have no firm moral stance on anything.
How about that?
Check this out. Friendship has no survival value. Instead, it gives value to survival. I guess?
So,
Anyway. Don't so anyway that. It's totally smart and cool that I quoted from where I don't remember.
hey,
Anyway, there's nothing more Alter Ego can do to help us. As such as Roland, this is over. Am I wrong about that? No, but...
just a second.
And frankly, I question the ease with which you decide who is and isn't your friend. Do you really mean that? Again, you shouldn't be surprised. She feels that way. The story's gotten off track. We should go over what Alter Ego said one more time. Good idea. What was the Hope's Peak staff thinking? Why are they making us kill each other? Alter Ego said that what happened 1 year ago is what started everything.
Well,
Yeah, he said it was the biggest, most awful, most hopeless event in human history. Like, you know, maybe the annihilation of the human race. It must have been a huge incident, whatever it was. But did something like that really happen a year ago? I don't remember anything happening that you could describe that way. What about you guys? I don't really watch the news.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, nothing comes to mind.
anyway,
That event led to the closing of Hope's
At the very
Peak.
least.
If nothing else, it must have had some kind of connection to this school. Maybe all the students were killed or something.
However,
That kind of catastrophe would be all over the news. At least one of us would remember that. Then maybe they covered it up. It was a frame job. That would explain why none of us knew that the school had been shut down.
see.
Totally covering up something like that. I suppose it's not totally impossible. What's wrong with our government? Our taxes pay their salaries. They should be handling stuff like that. Ah, funny jokes.
anyway,
Maybe, but right now there's only one path to open to us.
so,
We have to find the headmaster of Hope's Peak. We have to find him and make him tell us everything.
no matter what.
As long as we can get our hands on him, I think. When she said headmaster, I got that feeling again. But even that is a problem not so easily solved. Yeah, you're right.
So then,
Well, our business here is done. So for now, we should get out of here. Oh yeah, good idea. Then Ugh. Is it really that dusty? Wait, I mean... Oh no. I'm not waiting anymore. I'm not guarding it. Byakuya is gonna be so mad at me. Let's avoid getting involved any further. Good call. But as we left the dressing room, someone was waiting for us. My heart is pounding away. It's pounding. With anger. You're not still mad about the breaking into the headmaster's room thing, are you? Oh, that little matter doesn't even matter. That little matter doesn't matter even a little. And I'm a little jealous of you guys enjoying an indecent mixed bath. But that doesn't matter either. It's building. I feel it building. My head's about to boil over with rage. Don't get so angry here. Let me help center your chakra. Etch this onto the walls of your brain, okay? When you do something to me, I do it right back. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Fang for a fang? Be careful, he just chanted the incantation of devastation. No, it's just a saying. Oh, I see. But what's he talking about? Remember to stay hydrated.
As such, soon the doors to the dining. Okay then.
Correct.
What does everyone want to do? Celeste was the one who suggested our nighttime rule, but she's gone now. Dog. It's not worth worrying about. I think we should still avoid being out at nighttime. I know it'll make me feel better that way. I agree.
It's true.
Very well then. In that case, time for bed. Ah, yes, that rule that has never once been broken. So everyone headed back to their rooms. Monokuma's parting words left me feeling anxious the rest of the night. We should return to the gymnasium. Once I was back in my room, I got lost in thought. What we'd learned from Alter Ego kept on spinning around and around in my head. The administrators of Hope's Peak had planned all of this. They did because of the tragedy, which happened a year before, and apparently the headmaster is the one behind it all. All the mysteries made me worried. But I still have to try and unravel them bit by bit. I'm sure the road will be long and tough, but I don't have any other choice. Oh, Jesus Christ. This is starting to get pretty crowded. Let's talk a bit rather, about where I was before I became a bear. Oh. At first, I was at a total loss. I just had no idea what I should become. A lady in our tech department suggested I try being a shrimp. She was like, "Oh, the company's been trying to push for this forever. It's a really incredible offer." But she laid out all the details. It turned out it wasn't a tiger prawn like I'd hoped, but a little popcorn shrimp. That's totally tiny. I would have been the world's smallest mascot. I like eating shrimp, but I don't want to be one myself. Plus, someone might come along and step on me. So then, the lady started laughing at me. She was like, "You think we could do a tiger prawn on our budget?" So ultimately, I decided to become a bear instead. It's interesting how that is less expensive than a tiger prawn.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
Absolutely incredible. Thank you for sharing.
Good. Get ready.
Yep, Dining hall. Ah, I hate when you make me walk to the dining hall. I'm always sitting in shrimp position in my chair, and then you're like, "No, you gotta move." Ah, I hate it. As I entered the dining hall, the first thing I saw was her. What are you staring at, Toko?
What's your problem?
What? You think your eyes will rot just by looking at me? Oh my god, I can't stand you. Then don't look at me. I would gladly never look at you. I think he's just surprised to see you at the breakfast meeting. Indeed, it's been quite a while since you joined us. What made you change your mind? Oh, we gotta take bets on who we think's gonna die. I forgot. I'm gonna guess Aoi is the next victim. It just seems right. 'Cause Byakuya, Toko, Kyoko, they all seem pretty set. So that leaves Yasuhiro, Sakura, and Aoi. And it just feels like Aoi... To be honest, I've been getting the vibe Aoi's been, like, near death for a while now. So, I'm going to put my money on Aoi being the next one to die. I like... Byakuya said he likes girls to have some meat on her bones, so... Well, at least he's a man of culture. I'm gonna start eating. I'm gonna force it down into my stomach. I'm gonna eat till I drop.
Okay.
I refuse to lose.
Hina.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Well, other than that, it looks like Kyoko isn't here.
No?
Oh, she said she'd come by later.
You know?
Yeah, after you leave. Do not think anything to the effect of, why is Kyoko mad at me? I don't want to hear it. I don't want to entertain the thought, Makoto. She's not even trying to hide it anymore. I know I said she wanted you to show her some backbone, but you didn't have to show her that much.
Just a second.
You're dirty, Makoto. Dirty. President Dirty of Dirtlandia. What the fuck are you talking about, dog? You don't understand. You're the type who takes the stairs of love 3 steps at a time, aren't you? That sounds really gross. Don't do that. Don't say that, rather. Don't do it either. I'm telling you, it's not like that. Just shut up already, Hina. Oh, here it comes. You've been running your filthy mouth like that all morning. Filthy. Me? Don't make me repeat myself. I'm not filthy. It's no use denying it. We can all see how disgusting you are. Shut up. You and that. Don't like that. You and that lusty body of yours. Night after night you go out for your illicit club meetings. Hey, knock it off. I can't deal with dirty stuff like that. You're... Oh my fucking god. Oh my fucking god. Your midnight sextracurricular activities only put us in even more danger.
Please.
Stop it. You'd like me to stop, wouldn't you? Jesus fucking Christ. Your sweaty hands gripping the big, fat chalk tight. Going for all that extra credit. Your screams are like the screech of a violated blackboard. Oh my fucking god. And it's amazing. Indecent ideas are coming to me one after another. I am immensely uncomfortable. So would you rather have your black eye on the left or the right? Sorry.
Come on.
Let's leave Toko alone. She's gone a little funny from all her pent-up frustration.
You know?
Anyway, you and Kyoko need to make up already, you know? I know. And of course I want things to get better as soon as possible. But with everything that's been going on, I haven't had a chance to talk to her about what I saw. Blatant fucking lie. What do you mean? What the fuck do you mean? I need to talk to Sakura about it. I haven't had the choice to talk to Kyoko about it. Sorry, I was so mad. I fucking threw my pencil at the table and it just bounced off into the ether. God fucking damn it. Sakura, what is it? Can you make some time later? I was hoping I could talk to you. Now that Kyoko's dumped him, Makoto's trying to win Sakura's heart. Are you in heat, Makoto? Don't care who they are as long as they've got the right equipment. Watch out, Sakura. Makoto's transformed into a wild beast. Prime Minister Wild Beast of Beast Hope. Shut the fuck up. Why is this happening to me? Can our talk wait till tomorrow? I'd like to get some rest today. For some reason, I've been feeling worn down these last few days. Are you sick? Did you get hurt? She's been having shonen battles. It takes it out of you. Nothing serious. I've just had some minor aches and pains. Is that... Must be because of that battle. But it must be pretty bad if you have to go rest. Are you sure you're okay? I'm sure a protein shake and some sleep will get me back on my feet.
You got it.
That's true. Protein is good for all kinds of stuff. You guys, like, worship protein. It's like your god or something. Makoto, I don't know what it is you want to talk to Sakura about, but save it till later. She's in pain. Yeah, I got it.
You know?
Well, for now, let's eat. I'm kind of nervous. How come?
What's your
I don't
problem?
usually eat in front of other people. Ever since I was a kid, I eat by myself. What about your family? Oh, well, yeah, I used to live with my dad and my mom. 2 moms and 1 dad? You had 2 moms. What? That's just how things were. That's like, it's not an issue at all. It's like unusual, but it's not like an issue, much less a serious one. Just let it go. You're asking for trouble getting involved with her more than you have to. Also true. How dare you speak to me with that disgusting mouth of yours. Stop saying stuff like that. Anyway, I'm gonna go and eat. If I don't, Kyoko will never show up. Pretty miserable situation, man. I scarfed down breakfast as fast as I could and immediately headed back to my room. I assume it's free time. He sure is. Yeah, courage to face Sakura. Blah, 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 blah. She was the one I was gonna go see as well. I guess it's gonna be Aoi, wherever she is. Hello, Aoi. Let us now commence the friendship ritual. Push them on doesn't help. Smacking them doesn't help. What the heck is up with those things? Sorry, I'm just talking about the metal plates covering all the windows. I know, should try grabbing the top and yanking down on it.
You got it.
You want to do some stretches with me? I followed Hina's lead and did some elaborate stretching. Hina and I grew a little closer today. I would, yes. I did go and buy some more stuff, and I got more food. Oh, but we have another donut. How thoughtful. This is why I like you. I mean, not not that kind of like. Seeing Hina so pleased makes me happy. Hey, Makoto. I'm so tired. Yeah, you look pretty tired. What happened?
Well,
I woke up earlier than normal this morning, so I decided to do a push-up, sit-up, squat set. I ended up doing 1,000 of each. I mean, look, you should be a Saitama strong by now. Why can't you rip the plates off? That would explain it. Tired, so tired. I want something sweet. I want those things you get when you mix flour, sugar, butter, eggs, and deep fry them. I mean, I don't know how you bake anything, so, but I'm just assuming. Don't tell anyone, but there's actually a bunch of frozen donuts in the warehouse. Throw those in the microwave for a few seconds and just imagine the warm chewiness of that donut. You know what I'm saying, right? You'd eat the crap out of that, right? You really do love donuts, huh? Is there anyone who doesn't? Who on earth? No, who in the whole universe can say they hate donuts? Think about the sensation of biting into a donut. I'd rather not. I'm very poor. I have no food. First, the sweetness floods your mouth, and the soft dough cushions you. Next, you get that hint of egg and butter, right? Your whole body starts to melt. You feel like you're falling into the center of the donut itself. Yep, this was exactly as depressing to me as I expected it to be. When people talk about the donut effective, that's what they're talking about. That's absolutely not true. I can't take it anymore. I'm drooling like Niagara Falls over here. Get out of my way, Makoto, or I got an uppercut with your name on it. I'm not in the way. Wait for me, God of Donuts. Almost before she was done talking, Hina took off like a bat out of hell. Whenever I am around her, I feel I'm soaking in the essence of human vitality. I have never once thought anything like that about another human being. Great, more skill points for my one skill. Alright, who's next? Kyoko seems like she probably doesn't want to be friends right now. So we might be forced to be friends with a boy. Which, I don't like the sound of that. It's definitely not going to be Byakuya, I can tell you that much. Let's see if Kyoko wants to be friends. I'll be surprised. This was the incorrect room. Where was she? Was it the baths? Ah. Yeah, it's the dressing room. Okay. I'm just a stupid bitch. But I already knew that. Friend? No friend. Hero it is. Where are you? There you are. What's going on, Makoto? I'm like super exhausted, so I hope you don't need anything from me. Sure.
Please.
Keep trying cheering up, Makoto. I'm down in the dumps and got no energy at all. I did my best to cheer up a down and out hero. Hero and I grew a little closer. Sure. Let's see. Something, you know, hokey as fuck. I'm gonna go with Crystal Skull. You're saying I could have this? All of a sudden I feel invigorated. I feel awake. I feel like I like you. Amazing.
Could it be?
Makoto, you know what I think? You and me meeting like this, it wasn't a coincidence. So I've got some good news for you. I'm gonna give you a psychic reading at a huge discount. A discount? Normally it's $1,000 for 2 hours, but for you, I'll call it 900. That's only a $100 discount, and even then it's way too expensive. Come on, you should count yourself lucky that the ultimate clairvoyant is willing to tell your fortune. Your future, rather. With your 30% accuracy on a good day. So, are you right pretty often? Oh yeah, I sure am. At a bare minimum, I've got a 20% chance of accuracy. 20%? That sounds pretty sketchy. For real? Don't make that face. Didn't you hear what I said? 20% of the time, I'm right. Every time. That includes natural disasters, election results, you name it. Don't you realize how amazing that is?
How about that?
Okay, fine. I'll give you a special trial run. After all, I've already seen what the future has in store for you. What do you see?
Well?
You won't believe what I saw. It would appear that the mother of your children and the mother of my children are the same woman. So, first off, it's going to be very hard to verify the truth of this. Secondarily, that's not a good thing. I refuse. Denied. Don't like it.
I'm right, right?
Doesn't matter if you don't like it, that's just the way it is. 20% accuracy. At least. I pray to everything holy that you're wrong. Now then, since that was a special trial run, I'm afraid I can't afford the discount. That'll be $1,000, please. Don't worry, you can pay me after we get out of here. Wait, hold on. But there's no way you're going to be right, right? If you like, I could do a reading right now to see whether my reading was right or not. And naturally, additional fees will apply. Think about it, okay? Let me know as soon as you're ready for my services. Oh, he's gone. Do I have enough in my bank to take another crack at it? No, I can't bring myself to pay for something like that. I can see how people would fall into that kind of cycle, though. That was close. Please, whoever's listening, I'm begging you, whatever else happens, don't let him be right. Wow. Give yourself a pat on the back. You've earned it. Since we're all done, I headed back to my room. Someone dead yet? The worst part about playing the second game is I'm going to have to wait for ages while it sets up the whole premise of the game again to actually kill someone. Oh, the gem? Yeah, that means it's nearly murder time. Oh, yeah. Outside of that one incident, it's always pretty immediately after an announcement is made. I'm coming. I'm coming. Don't forget to stay hydrated, by the way. Everyone must have heard the announcement, and once we all gathered in the gym, it began. Cutscene sure is starting to get empty.
Well,
Okay, let's get this show on the road. You're about to give us your next motive presentation, aren't you? Hmm?
That's right.
You got us all together to present another motive, right? Is he right? We have to go through this again. Not again, I can't take it anymore. I'm impressed by your level of dismay. You finally see just how low on the totem pole of life you really are. No, 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 no. That's not it at all. I'm not here. We're not here to talk about the motive.
hey, I'm feeling black.
The reason I gathered you here is so that I could get rid of my grudge. Your grudge? We have a grudge against you, of course, but I don't recall you ever having a grudge against us. I told you yesterday, didn't I? An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. Stop beating around the bush. Just tell us what you're talking about. Well, Byakuya, you've already told everyone how one of you might be working as a spy.
Come on.
Yes, so what about it?
In other words,
Today I'd like to tell you about that spy. What?
hey,
So guess what? The spy is actually Sakura Ogami. Well, there you go, I guess. He said it so openly. It made it sound like it wasn't that big of a deal. Even though he just revealed a huge secret. What did you just say? He said the spy is Sakura. What are you talking about? There's no way Sakura's a spy. Right, Sakura? Sakura? Hey. Hey. Sakura. Hey, Sakura. And I might just make Sakura fulfill the promise that she made sometime soon. If she doesn't, I can't be responsible for what might happen to that hostage of mine. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. What you guys choose to do with that information is up to you.
chills, kills.
Roaster, boiler, killer, and don't killer, whatever.
Wait, I can't wait.
What if Sakura kills herself? Because the implication from the other cutscene was that Sakura was meant to have killed someone to, like, break the ice, I guess. But it seems like you could easily have one of those situations where, well, he didn't specify who I needed to kill. So I'll kill myself so that I don't have to kill any of my friends. Do you think something like that's going to happen? And just like that, he was gone. Finally, I understood what he'd been talking about. An eye for an eye, a fang for a fang. In other words, betrayal would be met with betrayal.
Heck?
What does this mean? Is it true? Has Stop really been spying on us for the mastermind? What are you saying? There's no way. But that is what the stuffed animal said, right? Well, he's wrong. There's just no way. Well, Sakura, if he's wrong, all you have to do is tell us. I'm sorry I didn't tell you earlier. What? That he was being serious for serious? Stop! Has been working for the mastermind?
I'm sorry.
So you've been lying to us this whole time. It's not true. Sakura was probably being controlled in a roundabout sort of way. It seems to be the case. There's got to be some reason. She didn't have a choice. She was forced to do it. Yeah, I'm sure Hina's right. The mastermind probably threatened her somehow, and Sakura had no choice but to do as she was told. What? You're talking like you know that for a fact. Because I do know that for a fact. Because I saw it. I saw Sakura and Monokuma fighting, and that's why I heard it. Monokuma mentioned a hostage a second ago, right? During that fight, I heard Sakura say she'd decided to fight against the mastermind.
I see.
You saw that. The mastermind took a hostage, so you were forced to swear loyalty to them, right? But in the end, you made up your mind to betray the mastermind. Which means Sakura isn't our enemy. She's a friend who we can trust without question. Is that it? Ridiculous. Do you live in some sort of alternate reality fairy tale? Look, the last time somebody fought Monokuma, they super died. If somebody's gonna fight Monokuma, that seems like fairly compelling evidence. She was the mastermind's tool. You absolutely cannot trust someone like that. He's right. We can't just believe whatever she says now. How can we even be sure she really did betray the mastermind? Maybe this is a double bluff and she's still doing exactly what the mastermind wants. Yeah, they just kind of hoped that somebody would bumble into the gym while that was happening. Sakura would never do that. Okay then, Sakura. If you really have cut ties with the mastermind, tell us who they really are. Well,
I'm sorry.
I can't. Even I don't know that. What? You don't know? That just makes you all the more suspicious. There's absolutely nothing suspicious about that, to be honest. It is entirely reasonable for somebody who has pulled off this kind of arrangement to not want anyone to know who they are.
Please.
She's telling the truth. You have to believe her. Shut up. I'm not finished questioning her. Next question. What's this about a promise? What did the mastermind order you to do? I was told to kill one of my friends. It suddenly felt like the temperature in the room had dropped 20 degrees. The weight of those words. I see. So even now you've taken aim on our lives. You're wrong. Sakura would never do that. You don't have to yell. We can hear you just fine. Don't you have an inside voice? It's because you're not listening to me. Please stop. You don't need to defend me anymore. I have to take full responsibility for this.
However,
How do you intend to do that? By destroying the mastermind. What? I'm going to challenge them. Even if it means we both go down, I will defeat them.
I'm sorry.
That is how I intend to take responsibility. Hold on a minute. What do you mean, if you both go down? I'm sorry I didn't tell you about this. What?
I'm sorry.
I didn't know what to do. I went back and forth about confiding in you again and again.
Well.
But I was scared. I thought if I told you, you might think less of me.
But
Sakura.
Sorry.
Sakura turned away from us and left the gym. And then...
okay then.
Well, it's nighttime. We should all go to bed.
No way.
Hold on, this whole thing with Sakura is over. She's our enemy. There's nothing more to discuss.
Terrible.
Sakura is not our enemy.
Why?
Why doesn't anyone understand her? What is it you think you understand? You didn't even know who she really was.
Is this?
That's...
calm down.
Let it go for now, Hina. Talking about it isn't going to help anything.
Anyway.
Go to your room, cool down, and we can continue the discussion tomorrow. It was the worst. The mood at the end of the night was just the worst. Being in such an awful mood, we were honestly glad the day was over. Someone better be dead by the morning. It's going to be pretty awkward to have to segue into free time. She's the traitor. Byakuya said Sakura is the enemy, but he's wrong. She's not my enemy. She's my friend, without a doubt. What can I do? What can I do to make everyone believe in Sakura? How? I take it back. Sakura's gonna be the next person to die. As long as you're human, there will always come a point where you wish you could do things differently. Even a baseball player in the major leagues. Even a soccer player touring Europe. Even a famous singer who started her career as a backup dancer on a sketch comedy show. That's specific. She makes a brilliant debut, but instead of going for more, she marries some third-rate actor and retires. Every human has regrets, has things they'd like to go back and change.
I don't, 'cause I'm a bear.
Fair enough. Can't argue with that.
Good. Get
I'm worried about Sakura. I need to hurry to the dining. God damn it! Just take me to the dining hall. There's nothing else I can do at this point. She's not here. Makoto, are you okay? What do you mean? You were late, so we were worried about you. What a dullard. Toko, Byakuya, what are you doing here? They're taking refuge here. Refuge. Don't make that stupid face. We have to protect ourselves against the Mastermind's tool. Byakuya. Byakuya. One of the very first things that you said to us was that being together with other people made it easier for them to kill you. But now suddenly we have to group together? Consistency is very important, Byakuya. Are you talking about Sakura? That's when I finally noticed the only one who wasn't in the dining hall was Sakura. Where is Sakura?
Stop talking.
All I know is if she were here, I wouldn't be. The only reason I went out of my way to join the rest of you was as a safeguard against that threat, which, at the start, you said was a liability. But now, oh look, remember when I said right at the start, how exactly are you going to defend yourself against Sakura if she tries to kill you? Yeah, it wasn't even a consideration. Look at you now. Fucking hell. Threat. Why do you hate her so much? Isn't it obvious? Because this makes things unfair. The game should be fair to all players. The existence of a spy for the Mastermind upsets that balance. That's a stupid reason. Stupid? This is a life or death game, is it not? It is stupid. You're a stupid idiot. Yeah.
Hey,
Before you get too far into your argument, maybe you should stop and think things through. Why did the Mastermind reveal that Sakura was the spy to us? They were getting revenge on her, right? Like Monokuma said, an eye for an eye.
however,
That may be part of it, but it's not the whole picture. It's a motive. Revealing that, yep, was also meant to serve as the next motive. The chaos and confusion born from suspicion, the hatred.
in other words,
In other words, this right here, the fighting, the bickering, is the trap the Mastermind laid out for us. Knowing that, will you still stand there and argue like children?
But
That's not what I'm trying to do, it's just... I mean, how can I get you guys to believe in Sakura again? If she really can beat the Mastermind like she said, that'd be a long way in my mind. Idiot, you really think you could ask her something to do... Ask her to do something so dangerous? What if something terrible happens? It wouldn't matter. What? If Sakura were to die, that's one less person for the Mastermind to control. I have no problem with that. In fact, if she did die, that would settle this entire issue, wouldn't it? It would put the whole problem to rest. Again. Hit him again. Hit him again. Give an atomic wedgie. Bully him.
disgust me. You're a monster.
Yeah, so hit him again.
To say something like that, it should have been you.
True.
You should have been the one to die.
True. Yes. Oh, absolutely, I agree. The sooner he's dead, the better.
What?
I should have died. Interesting. Then are you planning to take care of that yourself? Go ahead. Try if you dare. That's how it works here, after all.
Is this?
You think I can't do it?
that's right.
This is exactly what the Mastermind wants, and it's exactly what Sakura doesn't want. What's wrong? Lost your nerve? I'm leaving. I'll be in my room. Trembling with anger, Hina ran off. That stupid cow. How dare she? She should die 1,000 deaths, no 1,000,000. She was just another hysterical little girl, hardly worth my attention.
Just a second.
It's what other people call feelings, Byakuya, and all you can do is mock them for it. What's wrong with that?
Hey,
A friendly word of warning. Someday that attitude is going to come to bite you, and bite you hard.
I don't have time to play.
And I will happily elude its attempts. God, I hope he dies next, but I just don't think it's going to be the case. You know, how about we, eat? Maybe now's not a good time.
No?
Without a word, each of us left the dining hall. We headed back to our... Really, we're gonna do free time? Really? After that, we're gonna segue into free time? Okay. If you say so. I'm guessing Aoi's in her room. But I'm guessing she also probably won't want friendship. Oh, she's not. Where is she then? Oh, Sakura's over here. Maybe we can be friends with Sakura. I, for one, still trust Sakura.
I'm sorry.
Maybe if you create the right opportunity. Yes.
I see.
Even if I don't feel like talking, you'll still stand by me. I still don't understand you, Makoto. Without saying a word, I stood by Sakura. Amazing. Yes. I didn't get anything like exercise related out of it when I went back there. The gloves, maybe? Here, would you like an overflowing lunchbox?
Well,
You're giving this to me. That's very nice of you. Great talk, team. To be fair, I did give her a terrible gift last time, so... Alright, where is Aoi? She's in the dining room. We have significantly less people to go back and forth between now. You there, friendship?
Sorry.
I'm really sorry. Okay, that's fair enough. Let's be friends with Sakura again.
I'm sorry.
Never mind. Hero it is. Well, I guess we should try Kyoko again. She in there? She is. Seems like it'll probably still be a pretty firm no. Have I done? Oh no, there she is. What a surprise. Hero it is. Where's Hero? He's in here, right? Yes. Where is he? That's you. There he is.
According to the spirits,
I had a dream last night. I saw that the spirit world was going to flood us with energy and save us from the school nightmare. It's a prophecy. Take heart, my man. I suppose.
you know?
I've got something I wanted to show you. I've got a stigmata on my back.
Hey, come on.
It's a gift from the gods. That's a strange place to have stigmata. Hero showed me a scar on his back, though I didn't really get what it meant. Sure thing. Would you like a Zol's diamond? An unending dandelion? Another skull. Yes. Ah, wonderful. This is true blue 00 part? What? The dawn of a new era draws near.
Yo,
Makoto, what's up, my brother and fellow mother lover? I mean, he's not wrong, but it's a weird thing to say. Stop talking about that. So, you ready for the next round? Never. Actually, how do you do your fortune telling anyway? I saw you doing palm readings and stuff, and you didn't use any tools or anything. Wow, I didn't know you knew about divination tools. Sounds like you know your way around the spirit world. I'm not sure what you need to know that much about those kind of tools. Now that I know you're an expert, I got a question. A correct answer gets you another discount. No thanks. There are 22 cards known as the Major Arcana and 56 cards known as the Minor Arcana. Generally, the cards from the Major Arcana are used for divination. Do you know what I'm talking about? That must be I don't know what that is. But yeah, you know, easy layup question. Talking about tarot cards. Gloriously correct. I will now tell your fortune for a measly 600 bones. Wow, really? Is something I'd never say. I had enough fortune telling for one lifetime. Well, if you ever change your mind, you know where to find me. Sure thing, anyway. Getting back to what I asked you before. If you don't use any tools or whatever, how do you do your fortune telling? Don't be fooled. I have my own techniques. For example, I employ numerology. Numerology? It uses a mathematical formula to predict the future based on birth dates, letter numbering, all that. But I didn't see you doing anything like that either. Well, it's more of an inspirational style of fortune telling. Some kind of unknown power just acts through you and suddenly, bam, you've got the info. You're talking about intuition. Don't try and describe it using such a cheesy word. But if it's not intuition, then it's got to be some kind of supernatural power. That's the idea, yes.
It's not like some occult mystery.
Don't compare my clairvoyance to some occult bullcrap. I hate the occult, but I will take your wonderful crystal skulls. Take that crap somewhere else. You hate the occult? Now, here's some good news. Act now and I'll throw in an extra bonus on your reading. I used white magic to record a CD of spirit messages I received from the luxury suite of heaven. 5 seconds of this, baby, and you'll be witnessing miracles and communing with angels for days. And you said you hate the occult. Heaven isn't a cult, to be clear, which is like what he just said. Business is business. The more I talk to him, the less I understand. I mean, you all have a very, like, blunt view of the occult. I shook off here a sales pitch and headed back to my room. It's that time again. Remember to stay hydrated.
Soon the door. Okay.
Nighttime already. Tonight feels somehow uneasy. We still haven't settled things with Sakura. Everyone's in a terrible mood. I just hope nothing happens tonight. Well, now you've basically guaranteed someone's gonna die. It's gonna be Aoi or Sakura, though I'm leaning more to Sakura now.
After I declined the offer to become a shrimp, the tech support lady just refused to drop the issue. Once the shrimp idea was dead, she came back suggesting I become a crab instead, and you refused? You fucking maniac. How much can one person love crustaceans? I said no, of course, and she shot back, okay then, how about, to make you extra special, you can be a crab that walks sideways and backwards. But how's that any better? I don't want to go sideways or backwards. I want to go forward.
Honestly, I think about this a lot, which might say something about me. But I think one of the most terrifying sights I could possibly imagine would be a crab walking towards me straight on. That would be freaky as fuck.
I heard her annoyed sigh on the other end of the line. Then she said, "You just don't see the splendor of the crab. Haven't you ever heard the tale of the crab and the monkey?" Of course I've heard of it. I know all about it, but so what? The crab beats the monkey, but it's just some legend, hardly relevant to our greed-obsessed modern society which we live in. Sure, monkeys still show up in movies and stuff from time to time, but not crabs. Monkey-themed clothes are sweeping the fashion world.
I wasn't aware.
But the crab doesn't stand a chance, right? What I'm saying is, crabs have no place in today's light-speed world. Do your market research, lady. Which is why I chose to become the always popular bear.
And that's the secret origin story of Monokuma.
Well, I'm convinced.
Good morning.
Need to do something about Sakura. Ah, please, just once. Oh, God. Ugh. Whoa. Huh. Was that someone screaming? I think it came from the dining hall. Dramatic music, go. Makoto, we got a big problem, man. What's wrong? Look. Hiro's fingers shook as he pointed.
Hina,
What the fuck?
are you okay? What happened?
She killed her. Genocide Jill killed Hina.
Hina looks alive.
You've gotta be kidding.
No, 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 she's not dead. Open your eyes. No way she's dead.
What happened? Toko and Hina just, all of a sudden, they were yelling, and then they knocked the pepper off the table. Oh god, not that. And that led to a sneeze.
Her giant balloons are a little too perfect, aren't they? I might be flat, but at least mine are real.
And look at my shapely collarbone. Doesn't it totally set you on fire? You know, not really.
Totally not adorable.
Yeah, you totally non-adorable boys, just get her out of my sight, okay? Or else I'll start cutting and cutting and cutting and indulging myself for who knows how long. Let's get Hina to the nurse's office. Yeah, I guess it was only a matter of time. Jack's abrasive laugh chased us out of the room as we carried Hina away. By the time I finished taking care of Hina's injury in the nurse's office, she seemed to have finally regained her composure.
Sorry.
Thank you. Are you sure you're feeling better? Yeah, it was really just a scratch. But still, that was super close. If I hadn't yelled out, you'd be dead right now. It's all thanks to me, you know. Well, yes, well, 1,000 thanks to you, sir. So sarcastic. That just makes you sound even more hostile. So what happened? What the heck happened? Uh-huh. The fight was about Sakura. At first, I tried to just ignore it. If you let jerk buttholes get to you all the time, you'll never have any time left to live your life. But she wouldn't let it go, so I just... Without thinking about it, I felt like I wanted to punch her like 12 times.
Serious?
A dozen punches isn't really without thinking. It can be. And when things get out of hand, Genocide Jack got let loose, right? It's my own fault, but I just couldn't take it anymore. Because she was saying all these terrible things about my friend. Before I knew it, his eyes started welling up with tears. And just as the tears were on the brink of spilling over, the door to the nurse's office burst open. I thought the door was going to fly off its hinges. And there she stood before us. Okay. This is going to be bad. Sakura? You're hurt. What happened? No, it's nothing. It's no big deal. Makoto, Hiro, what's the meaning of this? It wasn't me, it was Jill. It's all that demented murderous fiend's fault.
Damn.
To hurt Hina. Damn you. To leave me alone. But hurt her. What is this?
Dare you?
Uh-huh. Yeah. I'm okay, really. It's just a scratch.
No forgiveness. I can't forgive this.
Mm-hmm. Hiro, if you want to hate someone, hate me. If you want to hurt someone, hurt me. I don't hate you, exactly. Why? Somebody save me! Hiro nearly tripped over himself as he ran screaming out of the office. But just a second later, what's going on? What's all this noise about? Kyoko stood in the doorway of the nurse's office, taking Hiro's spot in the room. I gather something happened. Kyoko, please, you have to stop Sakura. You don't need to stop me. I'm okay. I'm not going to do anything, I'm drawing a line right here and now. Goodbye. Alright, it's totally gonna be her or Toko, actually. And then we're gonna have to prove it wasn't the opposite one. Basically, I'm gonna make the exact same prediction as the last time an argument happened. Hina sprang into action, leaving the nurse's office. The only ones left were... How you doing, bestie? Kyoko? Are you still mad? Yeah, I figured. Huh? about that issue we discussed earlier, then do you forgive me for not being able to talk about it?
In other words,
You could have told me about Sakura and Monokuma fighting, but you stayed quiet. You were only thinking of Sakura, and that's why you didn't tell me, right? You didn't want to confuse everyone until you could talk to her and be sure of what you saw? That's what you were thinking, and that's why you didn't tell me, right?
I wouldn't have expected such arrogance from you.
That's not the response I expected. I expected you to still be mad, but I didn't expect it to be phrased like that. What?
Because
Ultimately, that means you don't trust me. No, that's not it. Only, obviously, that is it. But if that's how you feel, I can't really change your mind.
that's fine.
It's fine. I've already forgotten about it. No, she hasn't. She'll take that with her to the grave. Besides,
And
I may have overreacted.
anyway,
Anyway, it's over and done with. Like I said, let's just forget about it. Okay. Uh-huh. Something else. Oh, fuck. Bam! I just liked the noise. What is it you wanted to talk to me about?
indeed.
Actually, I'd like you to come somewhere with me. I have business there.
So,
Where? Just come with me and you'll find out.
shall we go?
Shall we get going? With her typical indifference, Kyoko turned and walked away. Kyoko, I hurried to catch up to her. She walked ahead in silence, and in silence I chased her, and eventually we arrived. The dressing room. So there's something else you mentioned.
Indeed.
That's right, it has to do with alter ego. You said we didn't need alter ego anymore. I didn't say we didn't need him, I just said he had done his job. Besides, it's not us that needs alter ego. He has business with us.
Right.
Alter ego asked me to bring the others to come see him. Apparently he has something he wants to ask us. What's cooking, buddy? Hello? It's just the two of you? Kyoko's fingers glided across the keyboard. Is two not enough? No, it's okay. Two should be plenty. But what is it he wants to ask? Let's find out. What do you want to ask? I'd like you to take me somewhere where you can connect me to the school network. What? Kyoko and I quickly glanced at each other. She replied, why? Well, you said my job was done, right? But to just stop here, saying I finished my work? I don't want that. I want to keep being helpful. I want to work as hard as everyone else so that we can all get out of here. That's what Master would want, too. So, to help everyone else, to solve the mystery of this school, the only way I can help is if you connect me to this school's network. Again, Wi-Fi is definitely not an option. That's basically suicide. I'm positive the mastermind would find out about it. They'd find you and you agree, right? I realize how dangerous it could be, but still, I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just an inhuman AI, but it's true. So it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. I couldn't help but get lost in that voice. It was just too committed, too admirable, too fragile. You remember what you asked before, Makoto? You asked what the difference between a person and a program is, right?
Certainly.
When I talk to Alter Ego, I don't know. I have no idea how to answer that question. I think maybe that's a question even the program's creator can't answer. But I can say this. There's no question that Alter Ego is our friend. To be honest, I didn't want Alter Ego to push himself anymore, because if we take any more risks, the mastermind really will notice it.
Makoto.
Let's do it, Makoto. Let's connect Alter Ego to the network.
Hey.
He's our friend, so I want to take his feelings into consideration. And he says that he wants to fight alongside his friends.
Now.
If you were in his place, could you just sit by and do nothing in this situation? If you saw everyone else fighting and doing their best, could you just look the other way? Or would you stand up? Stand up tall next to everyone else and tell them you're their friend. Are you guys fighting? If it's about me, please don't. I want to be able to say, I know I can do this. Let me try.
Listen.
And besides, there's one place where the mastermind might not notice.
That's right.
Remember, there's another place besides here where there's no surveillance camera. Unfortunately, my man is a dumb piece of shit, so you know. The secret room. I definitely remember there were no surveillance cameras in there. I do believe you can connect to the network from there. I remember seeing an Ethernet port. Oh, I guess that's what those are on the side. Just because there's no camera there doesn't mean there's no danger. There's no way to be sure the Mastermind isn't monitoring the network. We'll have to move Alter Ego, and the Mastermind may spot us going into the secret room. If they pick up on any of this, then it's all over.
That's what we have to do.
But despite all that, I still think we need to try, because that's our best chance of finding any new clues. In that case, will you let me carry him? There's no way you could hide him with what you're wearing, right? I don't know.
It's true.
I'll leave it to you. Thank you. Let's get started. It's gonna be a little cramped for you, Alter Ego. Bear with us, okay? We started packing him up right away. I closed the laptop and stuffed it underneath my jacket. Oh. You can't talk right now. We're gonna move you to another room until we get there. You have to be silent, okay? I thought we had to type to talk to him. Good. To have him react like a machine like that all of a sudden, I didn't know how to react. In the secret room, there are a bunch of different cables in one of the desk drawers. So there might be a network cable in there. Assuming the Mastermind hasn't taken it already. Well, all we can do is go and check.
It's true.
Ah, come on. Which floor was it? I don't think it was the one on here. Fuck, I don't remember where the room was. I think it's on the second floor? It's this one, right?
Hey. Why?
All of a sudden, are you sure all the documents are gone? I refuse to believe you. Well, you'll see, won't you?
Listen to me.
And make sure you don't run off. I'm gonna wait right here. I get it. She's acting. She was so forceful, I thought I'd made her mad again somehow.
Just a second.
Why are you just standing there? Hurry up and go. Okay, I'm going. And be thorough. I'm counting on you. Fair enough. Given how everybody else always acts, I completely bought that she didn't believe him. First, we have to find a network cable. According to Kyoko, there should be cables here. Found it. This is a network cable, right? Now we just have to connect Alter Ego. I immediately got to work. I pulled out the laptop and connected it to the Ethernet port with the cable. And that should do it.
That's right.
Yeah, I think it worked. Leave it to me. I swear I'll find something. I might even be able to connect to the outside world. If I can, I'll see if I can call for help. Just wait a little while longer. Hold tight and put your faith in me. As I was about to leave, I decided to leave him with one last thing. No matter what, we're gonna get out of here. You and all the rest of us as friends. Friends? Even me? Thank you, Makoto.
Makoto.
How'd it go? Well, it went okay, but all the documents were gone, just like I told you. My reply was an unintentional mix of acting and real feelings. I see. There's nothing left for us here. Goodbye. Before I knew it, Kyoko was walking away. She wasn't acting anymore, that much was for sure. Kyoko! We're just gonna split up? Of course, I have no reason to stay with you at this point. Maybe, but isn't that a little too direct? Should I hesitate and fumble for something to say? You're so high maintenance. That's not what I meant. I just had more I wanted to talk to you about, like what are you going to do about Sakura? Well, something has to be done, it's true.
However,
But the way things are right now, there's no way to persuade anyone. They don't have the mind to listen. Then what should we do?
so
If we can't find some new clue that would likely change the situation, that's all we can hope for right now. Which is why Alter Ego. All we can do is wait and believe in our friends. That's our only option. Free time again. Kinda tired. Okay. Maybe it was from the stress of moving Alter Ego, but I was way more tired than I realized. Sick. That means we get to the murder all the more faster. I had completely dozed off. Bing bong. No, that's the bathroom door. Fuck. Alright.
Makoto.
Get out here. What's going on? Hina just came to see me and she was white as a ghost. It sounds like something's happened. What? As soon as I heard those words, my heart started to beat a little faster. I suddenly found myself wide awake. She said for us to come to the rec room. The rec room. Let's hurry. What's going on? Makoto, Kyoko, what's wrong? Something's not right. In the rec room. What's inside? There was a window on the rec room door and I hurried to look inside. And when I did... it was Sakura. Is she unconscious? She's sitting up in the chair like she's bowing her head. She is dead. What's going on? Did something happen to her? I just walking past when I happened to notice her through the window, but I couldn't get the door open. I tried knocking, I tried calling her name, but she wouldn't respond. So what do we do? What are we gonna do? First off, we need to get into that room, but the door's locked, right? If we break in, we'll be violating school regulations. We're going to force our way in. I just said the door isn't locked. It's not locked because the rec room door doesn't have a lock. Then why? It looks like the door is pressing against something inside the room. Is it the chair? Chair? Either way, this door isn't locked, which means as far as I can tell, the rule doesn't apply. Then there's no problem if we break in. Let's smash the window. That should be the fastest way. I'll get something to break it with right here. Inside the rec room, Sakura still hadn't moved an inch. She's just unconscious, right? Is she okay? I mean, it's Sakura, so I'm sure. Kyoko didn't reply. There was only silence. But that silence didn't last long. Here! I found a broom in the classroom. You can handle this, right, Makoto? Hurry! You two stand back! I took hold of the broom and swung as hard as I could. Aiming directly at the window, all it took was a solid hit. The door shattered into 100 pieces, scattering across the rec room floor. I stuck my hand through the now open window and started jostling the chair. The chair is pretty heavy, but if I can just... I pushed it with all my strength and finally the knob turned. I ran up to her as fast as I could, but the moment I had laid my hand on her. Yeah. All I felt was cold death. I could only feel the last lingering warmth of a living body. Life had abandoned Sakura's body, and then... good old-fashioned locked room mystery. I was hoping it wouldn't be Sakura, but she seemed pretty likely after the preceding events. Because it wouldn't be Toko, would it? Of course not.